Hello everyone and welcome to another video presentation with relationship coach Sue, where as usual on this channel we aim to provide practical and real life experiences in navigating relationship challenges in today's digital world. Now, if you have not yet liked the channel, I'm going to ask you to go ahead, give a thumbs up, subscribe so you can be updated when I do post a video. I do have a lot of other videos on navigating relationship challenges. If you have not watched those videos, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and just navigate your way across the channel. Now, today I want to look at a very important topic, and today I want to look at relationship tips that individuals can take when navigating relationship or dating in today's digital world. Now, I'm going to provide to you some tips as how can I identify red flags if I'm out there in the dating world. What are some of the things that I can look for, or what are some of the things that will definitely, stand out or jump out at you when you're navigating relationship in today's modern dating world. So let us look at warning flags that you should look out, and we're calling these warning flags red flags. What are some of the red flags that you will need to look out for when you're navigating dating, especially in the digital world? Now let us look at red flag number one: lack of communication. Now, if you're navigating the dating world and your partner tends to be dismissive of your feeling, or communication tends to be kind of technical, it's kind of technical to communicate, well, that's a big red flag, right? So these are some of the things that you would want to look out for, especially when you're just navigating the dating world. If the person is dismissive of you, kind of want to put you down when you're talking over you, not giving you the time of day to express yourself or to say what you want to say. If you're having these challenges, then this is a red flag. Another thing that we would want to look at is controlling behavior. No, if this person is showing you behavior of being possessive or dictating to you who you should not be talking to, or where you should not be going, or what you should not be doing, this is a red flag, right? These are the first signs. These are signs that this relationship might not be a good idea. Another thing that we would want to look at is disrespectful behavior. Red flag. Now, if they continue to belittle you in front of their friends, make jokes of you, trying to belittle your movement or your appearance, or just being overall disrespectful, this is a red flag. And in this case, you might not want to further pursue the relationship, because these are signs, these are like early warning signs that are very evident in your face that you do not want to pursue, because later on these are going to be big issues. So I want you to take these tips very I want you to take these tips very serious, because these are things that can help you from mitigating all these negative things that is going to come later on in the relationship, right? So when you see these red flag, a spike in your head supposed to be going up. The antenna in your head is supposed to be going up. Not that I am saying that you should be walking around and looking for, oh, is this red flag? Is this red flag? That's not what I want you to be doing. But these things, these tips that I am giving you are early signs that you want to be mindful of if these are the type of behavior that is displayed, especially in the early part of your dating relationship. Another one that you should look out for is inconsistent behavior. Your partner making promises that they cannot keep. They are not keeping, right? These are red flags, right? Their action does not match up to what they're saying, right? It's just not clear. It's blurry. It's questionable, right? These are things that you would need to look out for, and this is a red flag. Another important one that I think most of the time we often neglect is lack of effort. No, if you're just out there in the dating scene, especially in the early part of the relationship, and there is no, it's a one-sided thing. Like, you're the one that's always calling, you're always the one that's reaching out, you're the one that is putting in the effort, you're the one that is making the plans, making the arrangement. Like, it's always you. Lack of effort, big sign. This is a red flag, right? And I don't want you to take this thing lightly, because I think a lot of people see this as a big red flag and ignore it. Probably say, oh, I am the more outspoken one, or I am the one that is more likely to do this. I am the planner. Like, you use excuses like those. It's a red flag. Okay? Relationship takes effort. When you're going out there to meet someone, it's on, the onus is on both parties to be putting out the effort. If you're interested in this person and you think that this relationship can go to the next level, right? So this is something that you would definitely need to look out for: lack of effort. Another one that you would want to look out for is dishonesty. Constant lying, constant making excuses, not being truthful about your whereabouts, what you are doing, like, stuff like those. You would want, these are early signs of red flag, right? That this is the person that you might not want to be pursuing. Another important one that you would want to look at is isolation, right? If this person that you're pursuing in your early sign of your dating, I constantly want to isolate you from family and friends, want to keep him or her to yourself, kind of discouraging you from being out there with your families and friends, that's a big red flag. Okay? So this is another important thing that you want to look out for. I don't want you to use this as an excuse to say, oh, they just want to spend time with me, they just don't want to, or according to them, their statement is that they are not spending enough time with you. And so, they just want you by themselves. They just want to spend some time with you. This is called isolation, right? When you're pursuing a relationship or in the early part of the relationship, there's no need for you, for your partner or for the person to want you to be isolated from your families and friends. And this might be in a very subtle way, right? They might use things like, oh, why you keep seeing them? Or why is it that you're always talking about them? Or why is it that you're always being around them? Don't you think you have gotten enough of them? Like, these are some of the things that they will subtly say to you, manipulating the whole situation without you even realizing that the intention is to isolate you from your relationship, from your families and your friends. So now that we have looked at some red flags, some of the things that you should be looking out if you're out there navigating the dating world, now I want us to look at some of the green flags. What are some of the things that is showing a positive impact, or that is showing something positive for you to pursue this relationship? Open and honest communication. We always talk about open and honest communication when it comes to relationship, right? So if you're starting out there in the dating world and you're navigating the whole dating scene, open and honest communication is a must, right? Partners are free to talk about what they want. They are open about their whereabouts, their intention, what is the purpose of the relationship, what is it that they want as a person. It's just open and it's just honest. There's no need to be hiding or be going around the corners or Jim screeching around the corners. You're just open and honest. That this shows that your intention is in the right place. Mutual respect, right? Both partners respect each other boundaries. They respect each other's space, right? And this is on both parties' side. Both parties having mutual respect is a green flag, right? So if you're out there and you're navigating the relationship, especially as it comes to online dating, because we know that we're in a digital world and online dating is very prevalent, right? These are some of the things that would be a good idea for you to look out for, or to ensure that this is what you're getting, and if this is not what you're receiving, then you might want to navigate elsewhere. Another green light that you would want to look out for is consistency, right? Your partner words align with their action, right? So if your partner say, I am going to be here at such and such a time, or promises, or whatever is it that your partner say, it should align with the behavior. It means that they should have the aptitude to bring out what they're saying, right? So this is showing you that this is a person of integrity. This is somebody that you can trust, and this is somebody that you can be open with, right? Another very important green light is shared values and goals, right? And this is a major one, because when you have shared values and goals, your partner are in alignment in what is it that we want to achieve in life, where is it that we want to go, what is it that we want to pursue. This is our dreams, this is our aspiration, and this can also help to build intimacy and also help to build a relationship, right? So shared values and goals are very important. Another thing that we would want to look at is support and encouragement, right? Your partner share your dreams, they support your aspiration, they motivate you, they push you to, be the best version of yourself without being diminishing your dreams, diminishing what is it that you want to accomplish, and belittling you. Right, so shared support and encouragement to increase growth, that's also very important. Another green light is set boundaries. And I've talking about setting boundaries in a lot of my videos, right? Setting boundaries is very important. And when both partners set those boundaries and respect those boundaries, that also is very important to navigating the relationship, right? So having those open communication, setting those boundaries, knowing that what is it that you're willing to do, what is it that you're willing to accept, what is it that you're not willing to do, or what you're not willing to accept, is also very important. And the last but not least green light that we are going to look at is conflict resolution, right? How do we resolve conflict? How do you resolve conflict? Is conflict addressed in a respectful manner? Because sometimes I know that individuals can get from a 0 to a 10 in a very quick span of time, especially as it relates to resolving conflict, right? So if you and your partner can resolve conflict effectively, respectively, because resolving conflict does not necessarily mean that I have to agree with everything that you say. Besides, we're all our own individuals, we have our own opinion, and we bring something to the table, right? So to agree to disagree is also an effective way of resolving conflict, right? Resolving conflict should always be done in a respectful manner, without partners thinking that they have to be overly over the top, especially as it comes to the tone of their voice, right? Because I think sometimes individual thinks that getting your voice to a certain tone commands a certain respect, or commands a certain attention, and it does not, right? So resolving conflict respectfully, respecting each other boundaries, having healthy communication, right? Communication that is fruitful, that is going to bear fruit, because sometimes the communication is just like not bearing any fruit, it's not reaching anywhere. So we need to be mindful. You have to be mindful of those things. So resolving conflict effectively, respectfully, I cannot emphasize that anymore, is very important. And if you're out there in the dating world and you're realizing that, listen, we can't resolve conflict respectfully, trust me, it's not going to be any better. And all of these tips that I have given you are things for you to look out for, especially as it comes to the red lights, the red flags, especially as it comes to the red flags, right? I am not saying that you're going out there to pursue a relationship and then you're just like, red flag, red flag. No, that's not what I am saying. But I am saying in order to develop healthy boundary or to develop a relationship of the possibility of finding love and a sustainable, long-lasting relationship, these are some of the things you want to look out for or be mindful of at the get-go, right? Because sometimes you can get so invested in the relationship because you have allowed all of these things to pass, and now you're so invested, especially for the females who are very emotional. We make our decisions based on emotions, how we feel and stuff like that. Females can get trapped in this space, and then it becomes a very challenging or very difficult to want to navigate later on. So let's be proactive. It's better to be proactive than to be dealing with issues later on in life. So look out for what you want. Make sure that from the get-go, the things that are important to you, the things that make sense, and the things that matters, that you are receiving these. It's there in the relationship from the get-go. And remember, you cannot change people, because some people enter into a relationship and say, oh, I can change that. Oh, you cannot change people. People change because they want to change, but you cannot change them. You can have an impact on on the change, but at the same time, you still cannot change people. Okay? So don't get it in your head that, oh, I can change that. Oh, we can change that. It's not gonna happen. Okay? It's not gonna happen unless persons identify themselves. And first of all, they have to identify that they have a weakness or a challenge, and this is something that they are working on because they want to overcome it. Listen, my advice is this: don't go into relationship trying to change people. It's not gonna happen. Okay? Let the change come to you. Let the change come to you. You can never change people. People is responsible for their changes, they're responsible for their own behavior, and they're responsible for their own action. Now, thank you for watching Relationship Advice with Coach Sue. If you appreciate any information that was shared in this video, I am going to ask you to give a thumbs up, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you can get more relevant and important relationship tip as we go by. You can also go ahead and watch previous videos that was done on a lot of relationship challenges and a lot of relationship issues and how to navigate them. How best you can navigate them, navigate the waters, navigate the challenges. Now, thanks again. Have a good one. Bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe.